from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, July 8th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. A Schuylkill County man remains behind bars tonight and is facing several felony charges for allegedly driving his car into a state police's SUV back in May of this year. It was back on May 28th when 30-year-old Brad Moyer of Zions Grove allegedly rammed his car into a state police SUV that had 2 state troopers inside. State police say they were called to a domestic disturbance on Ridge Road in Union Township, but Moyer had already fled the scene. After losing sight of Moyer's vehicle, police eventually saw car headlights headed in their direction at an alleged high rate of speed. In order to avoid impact, the trooper took evasive action to the right side of the roadway. Allegedly, Moyer's car struck the trooper's SUV, causing it to spin counterclockwise and hit a tree. Moyer was immediately taken into custody and taken to a local hospital for treatment of injuries sustained in the crash. Today, Moyer is facing a slew of charges, which include attempted criminal homicide. Schuylkill County District Attorney Christine Holman spoke with us after his preliminary hearing outside District Magistrate Christina Hales in Frackville this morning.
This charge is alleged because Mr. Moyer went into, was actually in his vehicle and was driving his vehicle head-on into the patrol vehicle of O'Connor and Barrett. I watched the dash cam tape personally and was able to view Mr. Moyer's headlights coming straight at the police cruiser, and the police cruiser having to veer off to the right to avoid major collision.
Holman said after speaking with the 2 state troopers and reviewing their incident report, she called the alleged situation startling and frightening.
The trauma that these officers went through while this was happening and afterwards is uncalled for and certainly not lawful and nothing that the district attorney's office is going to tolerate.
Along with the 2 attempted homicide charges, Moyer is facing charges of aggravated assault, simple assault, DUI, recklessly endangering another person, and criminal mischief, all of which were bound to Schuylkill County Court.
What we're looking at in this case is a potential guilty plea. The investigation is complete, and the matter will proceed as, of course, the defendant will be arraigned, and then the defendant will determine if he's going to plead guilty or take a trial in this matter.
Holman says the next step in the court proceedings will be up to Moyer, whether he pleads guilty or has his day in court. Moyer remains behind bars at the Schuylkill County Prison for lack of $500,000 straight cash bail. If convicted, Moyer could face 12.5 years behind bars. Newspaper carriers alerted 2 homeowners to an early morning fire in Coxville. It was while delivering papers that they spotted flames coming from an upstairs window of a garage on Berwick Street around 2 a.m. They called 911 and awoke homeowners Eric Magushak and his wife, who were sleeping in their bedroom at the time of the fire. The Magushaks were able to remove 2 motorcycles from the garage before the flames spread. Firefighters responded and had difficulty getting water from nearby hydrants. Tankers had to be used to get water to the scene of the fire. The second story of the garage was completely destroyed and the first floor sustained water damage. No injuries were reported in this early morning's fire in Coxville. 4 more cops could be joining the Hazleton police force if council gives the green light. WYLN's Gary Perna has more on the addition to the force.
We need police officers on the streets.
At this month's Hazleton City Council meeting, Council will be voting on hiring 4 new police officers for the department. The hires are all replacement positions, according to Hazleton's Mayor, Joe Yanuzzi.
Right now we have 34, including the chief and an officer that we don't pay for. He's paid for by the vehicle of the state police. Their traffic unit pays for him. So actually we have 33, including the chief, so these 4 make us go up to 37.
Okay.
The mayor said the original plan was to hire 5, but since one of those 5 took a job elsewhere, they had to drop the number to 4.
We picked the 5 top candidates, but one already accepted a job in Scranton. So we're going to offer the other 4 positions, and hopefully they'll take them, and they'll replace 4 of our 5 that are needed.
The 4 people being hired are Scott Green, Colton Kistler, Pedro Botata, and Josh Keller. The mayor said since these are replacement positions, no extra money will be coming out of the budget. However, the money that was set aside for part-time police officers will not be used for that.
We had $100,000 in there for part-time people, but that money is going to be used for the retired officers. They will turn in their sick days and other days that they had coming, and it's a nice sizable amount of money, so that will be used for that.
Council is set to vote on the hiring of the officers at July 21st meeting, which is set to start at 6 p.m. In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. A Hanover Township man was arrested for allegedly trying to set off a gasoline bomb on the 4th of July. 51-year-old James Graziano lit a can of gasoline on fire in a field behind the Half Circle Barbecue restaurant around 9 p.m. He allegedly told people that he was making a bomb. Police were called to the scene and later located Graziano on Plymouth Avenue. He admitted to authorities that he tried to make a bomb, but it wouldn't go off. He was arrested and charged with possession of incendiary devices, dangerous burning, possession of marijuana, and disorderly conduct. He was taken to the Luzerne County Prison for a lack of $3,000 bail. Listen up, lottery players. Powerball changes are coming your way. Our Julie Stefanovic has all the details.
You soon may get more bang for your buck when it comes to playing Powerball. The game, as players currently know it, will change on October 7th of this year. It will grow jackpots faster and increase the average jackpot win. We spoke with Lori Veet, manager of the Cigar Box at the Laurel Mall, who helped us do the math.
The top prize, the big jackpot, is going to be harder to reach, but all the smaller prizes underneath that, you'll see a big increase in that. For instance, like right now, if you win the Powerball tonight, and if you had 4 numbers and the Powerball number, you'd win $10,000 starting October 7th. That same rational of the 4 balls plus the 1, you'll win $50,000. So you'll see a big increase in winners for everything except for the jackpot winner.
As it stands now, players select 5 of 59 numbers and 1 of 35 Powerball numbers. On October 7th, players will get to select 5 of 69 numbers and 1 of 26 Powerballs. Your chance of winning any prize improved from 1 in 31 to 1 in 24. Since joining the multi-state game in 2002, Pennsylvania has sold 17 jackpot-winning Powerball tickets. When the changes take effect, your dreams of bringing home the bacon slim. Jackpot odds now are 1 in 175 million. That will soon change to 1 in 292 million. But retailers don't expect to see a decrease in ticket sales.
Powerball is one of our biggest games played because it holds such a big jackpot. But here at the Cigar Box in the Laurel Mall, we see big players on, big winners on the Powerball as well as the Mega Million and the Match 6. So stop in, I'll sell you a winning ticket.
Ticket prices will remain at $2 and the Power Play option will stay at $1. But as they say, you've got to play to win. Reporting for WILN News, I'm Julie Stefanovic.
Thanks, Julie. It appears the proposed natural gas-fired power plant near Berwick isn't popular with some of its residents. About twice as many people spoke against it as for it during a DEP hearing last night at Berwick High School. The plant is slated to be built just off Route 11 along Mingle Road in Salem Township, about 5 miles north of the nuclear plant. Virginia-based Moxie Freedom Energy plans to build a 1,050 megawatt power plant fueled with natural gas there. Most concerns were about the proposed plant's emissions. DEP's Colleen Connolly said she heard what she called legitimate concerns from residents. A company official says the negative comments were based on emotion and misinformation. DEP has made no final decision on permit applications. The Hazleton City Authority is looking to timber more of its land. It's about to launch the second phase of a timbering project near Buck Mountain. HCA has 77 acres of land there. It's looking for proposals and will accept them through 4 p.m. on Thursday. In January, HCA accepted a $16,550 offer from Angus Brothers Logging for harvesting timber on a 50-acre parcel in the same area. The property was split into 2 parcels for timber numbering purposes. HCA will use revenue from the project to the city $200,000 as part of a services agreement signed several years ago. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A hot and humid day along with some rain, but how much more rain can we expect in our upcoming forecast, and what does our weekend look like? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Well, there's still a chance of some rain in our forecast as we head into tomorrow, but then things start to dry out by the ending part of this week. Now you can see some of that rain on radar. Again, this is pretty much has been scattered. A lot of clouds across our area. Some more rain as you head out toward the southwest and the Ohio Valley region. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Most of our area really not experiencing everything much at all, literally. Kind of dry, a couple of sprinkles here and there, which is just too light to be depicted on radar. Temperature-wise, 77 in New Angola, 80 in Berwick, 80 in Bloomsburg, 79 in Monomoy City. Well, those numbers continue to change. Nothing like live television. And there you can see those are your updated, most current numbers across our area. Now, dew point numbers really quick. When they're in the 60s like this, you walk outside, you feel a little bit of that humidity in the air. Going into tomorrow, notice those numbers will be in the mid to upper 60s. So again, you're going to feel some more humidity in the air for tomorrow. Friday and the weekend, not looking too bad. I'll explain why in a 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on the LSA grants that were awarded to communities in Luzerne County and the projects they'll be working on with the money that they received. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk will be back with a full look at our upcoming forecast. More news is headed your way only on WYLN.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast, with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, Weather with Joe Garbaczyk, and Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
Welcome to Leaf and Ladle.
Leaf and Ladle, located at 59 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountain Top, serves fresh and delicious salads, sandwiches, and soups. Come by for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're open weekdays from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m., Saturdays 10 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Sundays 11 until 3. Delivery and catering are also available. Call them at 570-474-9200. Leaf and Ladle. Eat healthy, live happy.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Today, the local shared account grants for Luzerne County were announced, and about $3 million is coming to the greater Hazelton area. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
This morning, the LSA grants were awarded for much of Luzerne County. Now, Southern Luzerne County did receive around $3 million for a number of projects. The city of Hazelton in total received $824,324. $475,000 of that was awarded for them to revamp the former Security Savings Bank building and turn it into an art center. $100,000 is to construct the new downtown city park.
There are two great projects that will change the face of downtown, especially Security Savings will turn into the, hopefully, the Art League will move in there and they'll have art and culture events there, and it'll be great for downtown. Right next to a city park, which we never had. This will be our first full-blown city park with areas to sit and eat or watch something on stage, a little parking, and possibly an arch that they're going to build. It's going to be really nice. And this $100,000, along with the $140,000 that we had, will bring us close to finishing this project.
$119,348 is for a new plow truck, a code enforcement vehicle, and a new fire chief's vehicle for the city of Hazleton.
We put in for a lot more money than we got. I think we put in for $350, and we got $119,000. So we can get some vehicles out of it. We just have to, take our time and see how best we can use that $119,000 for. We need a new plow and truck, which is quite expensive. So we might have to go with a on the auction of the state. We need code enforcement and a fire vehicle. Fire vehicle is going to be difficult to accomplish. They applied for, I think, fire vehicle on their own and didn't receive that money. So we'll have code, police, fire, and plowing. And definitely we'll get vehicles.
The city also received $100,000 for the Helping Hand Society School for an addition to their building and $30,000 for Catholic Social Services. Elsewhere in southern Luzerne County, the Sugarloaf Township received $750,000 for a widening project of Old Berwick Road near the Pilot Truck Stop, $200,000 to expand Freedom Park Recreational Complex, and $81,000 for the Valley Regional Fire and Rescue to buy a new ambulance and a new defibrillator. Now, for a complete list of all the communities that received an LSA grant, you can head to our Facebook page, WYLN News. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, more news is headed your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
The 31st Annual Benton Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, July 14th to the 19th. Cowboys from all over the East will compete in bull riding, calf roping, championship rodeo, bareback, bronco riding, and more. Tuesday and Wednesday are Frontier Days. The rodeo, Thursday through Saturday. Bull-O-Rama Sunday. All shows start at 7:30 p.m. nightly. Enjoy vendors, crafts, food, and free entertainment nightly at 5. The Benton Frontier Days Championship Rodeo, Route 487 Benton. The Cowboys are back and the Bulls are ready. Are you?
Both lanes coming to you.
Fans here in Pocono are screaming. They're jumping up and down.
Here it is, one baby. Yes! Yes! We did it! The checkered flag. First down, brother. First down. I want to see some donuts right now.
WYLN Weather is sponsored by Coordinated Health. Coordinated Health. We make you better together.
I grew up in Pittston. I know what it takes to live in a small town. I know a lot of these people, and they know me.
And that's why I believe everyone should have access to high-quality, affordable health care. And why I'm pleased to tell you about a new choice, Coordinated Health. I want the very best for my family, friends, and neighbors, and I know Coordinated Health
will bring a new level of patient care to the Wyoming Valley.
Well, you have the humidity when you walk outside today. I'm sure everybody felt it if you were able to be outside. And right now, pretty much we have overcast skies. There's been a little bit of some rain across our area earlier and still a little bit more on radar. Here's a look at the graphic for today. And, well, we're going to kind of look ahead a little bit, if you will, going into our Friday. It's going to get much nicer across our area. Things looking much, much nicer across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Moving right along. Oh, we're going to stir things up a little bit, really making you think a little bit as the graphics a little bit stirred up today, but that's okay. We can continue on. We can show you that 7-day forecast first, and then we'll get back to the other stuff second. There you can see. We're going to have some of those showers and thunderstorms around as we go into tomorrow. And then as we go into our Friday, as I showed you on that first graphic, things looking a little bit nicer. We'll be in the mid to upper 70s, looking pretty good for this upcoming weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Of course, Sunday we know is that big hill climb going on in Laurel Run. The Giants of Spur will have it live for you from 11 until 5. Looking very nice up there, mid to upper 80s. So it's going to be a hot one. Sunshine mixed with some clouds, so be prepared for the heat and another chance of some more showers and thunderstorms as we start going into early next week. Of course, we can't forget about the Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the daytime ones. The pick 247, the pick 3 997, the pick 4 9032. The pick 5 44041, and the treasure hunt numbers 5, 10, 14, 17, and 23. Well, now we go back to where we're at. That is today, on our Wednesday. We've had some of that unsettled weather coming through, and of course that was triggering a little bit of some rain across our area, but a lot of areas did not see a whole heck of a lot. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Again, nothing to show you. There's a few sprinkles here and there, but again, much too light to be depicted on radar. Our Lehigh Tire live conditions outside our station in Hazleton, we're sitting in at the 70s. Mid to upper 70s, and notice those dew point numbers on the high side, so it's making it feel warmer than the actual air temperature indicates. 83 in Harrisburg, 82 in Philadelphia, 77 in Allentown, 76 degrees in Mount Pocono, lower 80s for the most part up in the Wyoming Valley area. A lot of moisture out toward the west, the Ohio Valley region, and out toward the western part of the states. Now eventually we're going to have to deal with some of that as we go into tomorrow. A couple of showers, maybe the possibility of a thunderstorm. And notice these numbers. Staying very warm, muggy tonight, not bad for tomorrow temperature-wise in the 70s. Those dew point numbers on the increase again tomorrow. So we're going to be looking at some muggy air for the daytime hours of tomorrow. Now, of course, you know about the 7-day forecast because I already showed it to you. We'll show it to you again at the end of the news, but right now we're going to go to break. Stick around.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Always be safe when someone comes to your door. You've heard that before. Well, for some residents in Hazel Township, here's a heads up. Representatives of the municipal authority over the next few weeks will be going door to door conducting a survey for the Act 537 Sewage Facilities Plan. A reminder, ask for ID and credentials and contact the authorities if you have any questions. Areas include Humboldt Village, Stockton No. 7, Northgate area, Spring Hill Estates, east side of State Route 93 from Wendy south to Black Creek, the Harwood Whiskey Hill area, west of I-81, Weston Road area, Hazel Park Packing area, Mount Pleasant area, and Eagle Rock Development. You'll pay more to use the Turnpike next year, and that's whether you use the Easy Pass or pay cash. The Turnpike Commission approved a 6% toll increase for both Easy Pass and cash customers on Tuesday. The increase takes effect January 3rd. While the increase affects both cash and Easy Pass rates, the Commission says Easy Pass customers pay as much as 35% less than cash customers. The Turnpike Commission continues to pay PennDOT $450 million annually under what's known as Act 44. That law was enacted when the Commonwealth was looking to put tolls on Interstate 80 during the Rendell years. The Federal Highway Administration nixed the tolls, but the act was never repealed. Much of the money generated by the increase will pay PennDOT. Turnpike Commission Chairman Sean Logan says estimates are for annual increases of 3 to 6% until 2044. Police videos are subject to public disclosure. That's the ruling from a 3-judge panel of Commonwealth Court. It ruled that police videos recorded in public places are subject to public disclosure, although they may contain investigative portions that can be redacted. The court ruled video recorded by police mobile units were created to document troopers' performance and interactions with members of the public. The specific case involved a woman's request for 2 recordings made by state troopers at an accident near State College last year. Well, coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazleton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
Five games remain until a short summer lull from baseball. The Rail Riders entered Tuesday's matchup against Syracuse as losers of 9 of their last 12, but hoping to go into the All-Star break on a better note. Rob Refsnyder earning his time off. First inning, the second baseman goes yard for the second straight night, giving Scranton Wilkes-Barre a lead they wouldn't surrender. Refsnyder, the number 2 hitter, the leadoff guy, with a solid night as well. In the 5th, Ben Gamel gets by 2 Chiefs into the outfield for an RBI. Gamel would add another ribby in the 7th. Luis Severino pitches 4 innings, allowing 1 run, and the Rail Riders win 5-1. Tonight, they look to continue their success and stay in first place against Syracuse with a chance to pick up their 7th straight victory against the Chiefs. And former first-round pick Jesse Biddle promoted from Reading to Lehigh Valley and will make his first AAA start for the Iron Pigs tonight against Pawtucket. In the majors, the first-place Yankees hosting the last-place A's as Jacoby Ellsbury returns to the New York lineup after nearly a 2-month absence. Another first-place clash as the Phillies visit the Dodgers. Adam Morgan on the mound for the Phils, opposing Clayton Kershaw. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacic will be in with a final look at the forecast.
1 back to 2, 1 back. Both lanes coming to you. Fans here in Pocono are screaming. They're jumping up and down. Here it is, one baby. Yes! Yes! We did it! The checkered flag. First down. I want to see some donuts right now.
Well, here's another look at the radar. Again, not a whole lot of activity going on. Going into tomorrow, a better chance of seeing some rain across our region, some showers, maybe the possibility of a thunderstorm. But then as we go into our Friday, things looking much nicer across our area. And overall, the weekend at this point shaping up to be pretty nice. In fact, we're going to increase the heat by the second part of the weekend just in time for our Sunday. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect over the next couple of days. We got the showers, maybe a thunderstorm as we go into tomorrow, about 72 degrees. And then it does look pretty nice going into the weekend. Very nice indeed. Friday, mid to upper 70s. Saturday, lots of sunshine, 77 degrees. Sunday, it is looking beautiful for that wonderful race in Laurel Run. We can't tell you more than enough times how great of an event it is. And it should be in the mid to upper 80s there for Sunday. Actually, it's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday, but of course we're doing it live for you on Sunday. And then the chance of some more showers and storms as we go into early next week.
Yeah, Saturday is the qualifying, and then Sunday is where they find out they race again.
Yeah.
And they place. So
championship.
It's
We
a nice
avoided
weekend.
the rain for Weatherly, so it's good that it looks
like it'll be nice, yeah. Wear the sunscreen.
It changed
Trust
from
me,
yesterday, so.
Eric, wear the sunscreen. You
too.
Because when it's that hot, I mean, a couple of years ago we did, it was almost 90, and I would look like a
he's
lobster
tan
when I
right
came
now.
back.
He's tan. Doesn't
Yeah,
seem
you're
like
right.
the sun bothers you too much. Apparently just the two of us, so. We'll wear the sunscreen. It's fine. It's fine. But you should wear sunscreen.
No, absolutely, always.
All right. Well, hopefully that rain stays away for this weekend. Giants to spare. WYLN Sunday from 11 to 5. Have a great night, everyone.